Hey guys, welcome back to some Guilty Guardians. In today's video, we have some very important updates that are going to be coming down the pipeline. Also, I wanted to look at the loot that we got. Guild boss damage results, rank number 10, which is awesome. Being in a much bigger guild like Kraktos, I am very, very happy that we did rank number 10. Personal rewards, it did give us 1.5 thousand, as you can see. Here are the results. Rank number 1, claiming 1.5 thousand guild coins. Now, we don't know exactly what these guild coins are going to be used for and how expensive it is going to be to get the artifacts, but we have started as a guild crafting an artifact. Now, one thing we noticed right off the bat, there is a cooldown. That's right, 54 hours are remaining to get Medusa's Gaze. We did craft this one a little bit earlier. You can boost it, but you can see boost 0 of 1 for 200 diamonds or 200 rubies. You can go ahead and boost it, but we don't know exactly what the effect or really the overall utility in these artifacts are going to be. Now, in addition to the things that we're seeing here, the new guild updates, the guild bosses and everything else, that's right, we have the massive update to Frostmire is coming. We only have another 8 days and Frostmire will be here. The wait is finally over. October 16th, it is going to be here, and I really want to break this down and get you ready for what is coming. Now, I want to go ahead, click play on this. Now, I haven't watched it. It looks like, I think this is the one they kind of gave us a sneak peek. You can see right here, I'll scoot it down a little bit. So it's very frosty. Now, we are getting 2 new heroes. They have already kind of talked about this, and I think it's just like music that they play in here. But you can see we are getting that new hero right there. So, and it is 2 legendary heroes that we're picking up. So it's not an epic and a legendary, it is 2 legendary heroes. So Liska is the first one. And then the second one, you can see there's a summon there. There's also pork chop in the back. Don't know exactly what that, but Dover is the second one that you're getting. This looks like a boss that is coming out of here. They're saying that the storyline is going to be a lot more in-depth. As you can see, beautiful frozen landscape. This is going to be the second part, and this is really the first expansion of this game that we have seen. So for the months that we have been playing this, we have seen very, very basic when it came to the adventure mode. Not really anything to do in there, but you can see this is to protect the sacred wellspring of wisdom. So there is a lot of lore that is going behind this. Big things to note, additionally, right here, guys, level 7 gear will also be added to the game. So all of the players right now that are farming tier 6 gear or that level 6 gear, tier 6 gear, go ahead and pause it. Don't build it. I would hold the resources. Equip your team with the most powerful gear yet, giving you the edge in battle. We know, again, players that have been playing this game for an extended amount of time, most of your heroes at this point have multiple sets of that tier 6 gear. Tier 7 is coming, meaning all the tier 6 gear, in my opinion, is probably going to be obsolete once you start building it, which means stocking up on resources. Right now, we have been stocking, and I've been talking about chests. When it comes to the chests that we're getting out of Venture Mode that gives you resources for crafting, save them and save them all. We know that also that the pets or the beasts are coming in the future, so a lot more stuff coming down the pipeline. Meeting the legendary guardians. So we have Liska and Dolvir, both of them 2 powerful legendary guardians. Like I said earlier, they are both legendary guardians. We are not saying a legendary and an epic. They're going to be both legendary. Now, this is also going to go hand in hand with the full hearts. They've already told us that with the release of these 2 heroes, it's going to be a lot easier to build them because of the full heart mechanism that they did add to this game. So again, we're going to have to see exactly what it looks like with some of the calendars. Stay tuned for more updates, but I also want to look at some of these heroes and more of kind of an in-depth look of what we're going to see here. So, of course, Ferocious Frost, this is going to be the banner. Limited time, guaranteed legendary with 30 summons. Now, the guaranteed legendary with 30 summons is not guaranteed one of these heroes, which we'll look at in just a minute. It's kind of deceiving a lot of players who are thinking within 30 summons, they're going to get one of these heroes because it is guaranteed. That is not the case. In addition, this is only with our summoning, or not with the basic summoning stones, but this is with the more expensive calling stones that we do have. So looking again at Dover, which I do like because it's a Terra Guardian and a Hydrus Guardian. So I do like it. Did you know acquiring Radiant, Dolvir, or Liska in Eerie Store is cheaper than getting the hero in game? That is if you are getting the hero through summon. So Guardians down here, you can see we have a Ranger, Keeper, Agility, and a Hydrus hero. So very cool to see. And as you've seen from the video, seems like there is single target damage. There is also AoE damage that this hero is going to be providing in there. So it's going to be interesting to see. And then our other one, which is a warrior, a strength warrior Imperial. So I like it when you think of the buffs that we're getting in a lot of different game modes. Terra Imperials do pretty well. The buffs overall, when I'm thinking of endless mode, when I'm thinking of a lot of different game modes, could be very imperative. Now, I don't know if they're going to lean a little bit more towards making him a damage dealer, or if they're going to lean a little bit more towards making him defensive as a tank. But of course, because they are legendary, they're getting 4 skills instead of the 3. Now, also keep in mind that within that endless shop and the exclusive items that we have right now in that endless shop, picking them up before they're gone, a lot of players kind of got stuck because they're gone. So looking at how you can summon them, we have 3 different ways. Calling crystals. Now, of course, the calling crystals are the very expensive way to get it. If you remember, calling crystals, I believe, are about $6 each, meaning they are going to be very expensive. Eerie Store, just like they said, is going to be a much cheaper way to get it. And then, of course, once players are picking up the hero, you can hop on Token Trove. You can go to the secondary market and pick up copies of the hero there as well. Again, it's going to be pretty interesting with what we're seeing in here. And I did check out Eerie Store. Right now, there's nothing up as of right now because both of the heroes are not being released. Now, I don't know if they're going to bring back any of our basic packs that we had in there, any of the calling crystals, because again, I hopped over to the ecosystem right here. And if you're not familiar, this is the Guild of Guardians website, but you can look at Eerie Store. A lot of players were wondering how to get here. You can Google it, it'll pop right up. But you can see the Ascension Seals are back. Now, this was a big question. Were the Ascension Seals coming back? Yes, they absolutely are. And also note that the Ascension Seals are considerably cheaper. As you can see right here, 25% off. That 25% off is the cost if you bought them in the actual shop itself. They are 25% cheaper with the Guild of Guardian tokens in here. Now, addition, you can have daily, weekly, and monthly. These, again, are the bundles that we're seeing within the game. Overall, if you're making progression, these could work if you pick up one of these, but overall, not too imperative because we're getting to the point where short of needing gold within this game, there's not really a big need for anything else that is offered in these bundles, short of the gold to build out your Guardians. Then, of course, they have rubies. Again, rubies is something that they're working on. We know right now they're at a big level deficiency or a big deficiency where rubies are being used in more and more places within Guild of Guardians, and they're not giving us more rubies essentially to work or use in a lot of other places. Now, of course, the marketplace is in here, the altar, Gruff's Vault, and then the Guild of Guardian migration. Gruff's Vault, of course, we are sitting and holding on. I don't think it's going to show us anything right now, but you can see the phase ends in 21 days. We did lock up our 15, or essentially pledge our 15,000 Guild of Guardian tokens in there. So we're going to have to see what the rewards are in 22 days, 22, almost 23 days, to see exactly what does come out of here and how many Guild of Guardian tokens we're going to get to recycle back in the guild game. And then, of course, how many we're going to continue to pledge in here. So guys, the game has so much going on right now. It's kind of crazy. Not only in the game, but also Eerie Store, the new heroes that are coming, the update that we have waited for at this point for months. Super excited to see what the new heroes do bring to this game. And of course, I hope they're effective when we start looking at JD. Utility-wise, a little bit more difficult to build, but effectiveness not really there. Tamaru. Again, not a lot of utility, not seeing them in any best in slot formations. It seems like the Founder Guardians are still the ones that are holding down everything within this game. If you're free to play, unfortunately, you're kind of locked into the heroes that we do have available for you, and they haven't added anything to free to play, which I think could be also a big deterrent for a lot of different players not having accessibility to the new heroes. But guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.